this evening. First, detectives are investigating the shocking murder of a sex worker in Georgetown. We'll bring you the latest details on this developing story. Next, the prime suspect in the murder of Venezuelan national Evelyn Alfonso Alves has been arrested. Alves was found dead with a gunshot wound to the head in the new diamond housing scheme. We'll have updates on the investigation and what led to the arrest. Then Prime Minister Mark Phillips visited charity and Pomeroon River villages, discussing a significant $1 billion investment in agricultural development. Find out how these projects aim to boost local farming and ensure energy security and climate resilience. Also, a 55-year-old woman has been sentenced to 30 days in prison for attempting to smuggle a SIM card to her imprisoned son. We'll tell you how prison officials uncovered her plan and what this means for future security measures. And finally, tragedy strikes in South Africa's KwaZulu-Natal province as heavy rains and tornado leaves 7 people dead and at least 7 more missing. Stay tuned for more on the rescue efforts and the impact on the local community. This and more stories coming up on tonight's broadcast. Welcome to this broadcast of Channel 2's Headline News Update for July 11, 2024. I am Baby Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. First up, detectives in Regional Division 4A are investigating the alleged murder of a 28-year-old man named Sean, only name given at this time, who was believed to be a sex worker from Grove, East Bank, Demerara. The incident occurred around 2 a.m. on Thursday, July 11th at King Street and South Road, Georgetown. Reports indicate that Sean and a 26-year-old male companion from West Le Penitent's housing scheme were standing at the intersection when a heavy tinted silver Primo motor car approached. Several gunshots were fired from the car, prompting the two men to run east on South Road. However, Sean collapsed while his companion escaped. Police arrived at the scene to find Sean face down in a pool of blood, dressed in a black dress, black shower cap, and black stocks. A gunshot wound was observed under his right arm. 9 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. Sean was pronounced dead at the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation, and his body was taken to the Memorial Gardens Funeral Home for a post-mortem examination. Investigations are ongoing. Staying with current events, police have arrested the prime suspect in the murder of Evelyn Alfonso Alves, the Venezuelan woman who was found dead with a gunshot wound to the back of her head on Sunday, July 7th. Crime Chief Wendell Blanham confirmed the arrest but provided no further details. Construction workers discovered Alves' body early Sunday morning in New Diamond Housing Scheme, East Bank, Demerara, on their way to refuel an excavator. She was seen lying face down on the roadway with a gunshot wound to the back of her head. Relatives reported that she was last seen alive around 9 p.m. on Saturday when she left in a white taxi. She contacted a family member at midnight, mentioning she was with her Guyanese boyfriend. The couple had been experiencing relationship issues, particularly over Alves' plans to travel, which her boyfriend opposed. The investigation is ongoing. In similar news, police are probing the alleged double murder of 2 brothers, 17-year-old Marvin Joseph and 30-year-old Ellis Joseph, both laborers from Perica Facade, East Bank, Essequibo. The incident occurred around 3 p.m. on Wednesday at St. Lawrence, East Bank, Essequibo, at the residence of Annette Miguel. Investigations reveal that Miguel's nephew, 25-year-old Ryan Fredericks, a minor, was entering her yard when the Joseph brothers attacked him. The duo were reportedly on a canter when they saw Fredericks. They dismounted the canter and, armed with cutlasses, the brothers pursued and chopped Fredericks, who fled into a house and jumped through a window in an attempt to escape. During the confrontation, it is suspected that the brothers accidentally inflicted fatal wounds on each other, along with injuring Fredericks. The younger brother collapsed on a nearby wooden bridge, and the older brother was found bleeding, later dying at the Lenora Cottage Hospital. Fredericks, severely injured, was also taken to the same hospital and is in serious condition. The bodies of the brothers have been taken to the Ezekiel Funeral Home for a post-mortem examination. Stick around when we return. $1 billion investment to boost agriculture in Lower Pomeroon, and mother jailed for attempting to smuggle SIM card in toothpaste for imprisoned son.
Experience more than award-winning speed.
Way more.
Get the best that LTE has to offer on Digicel, officially the fastest mobile network in Guyana. Ookla, the company behind Speedtest, recognizes Digicel as the best mobile network in Guyana. With the best LTE experience and the fastest data speeds, experience it all with
Digicel, the award-winning network for everyone, everywhere.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Smart Minds Educational Institute, offering preschool, nursery, and primary levels. Finally, a school that is every parent's dream. Located at 69 Crow Street, offering academic excellence, trained qualified teachers, small class sizes, personalized gear, and one-to-one attention for your little ones. At Smart Minds, register for full-time or evening classes, daily practice pass exam papers for proficiency at the grade 2, 4, and 6 assessment, and CXE exam preparedness. Or join our Becca Phonics reading and writing program. So if your child is for preschool, nursery, or primary level, come to Smart Mind, located at 69 Street, or call 231-4885 or 600-9229 to enroll now.
Furnishing your home or office has never been easier. Here at Kissoon's, our inventory of locally made and imported furniture, offered at amazing prices, will leave you wanting more. From vinyl, floor rugs and carpets, bedroom, dining and living room sets, mattresses, pillows, office desk, chairs and filing cabinets, outdoor benches and tables. We have a piece of furniture for every room imaginable in your home or office. Check out our flagship store at Industrial Site Rijnveld or one of our branches in New Amsterdam, Port Morant, Riverton and Camp Street. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 50 years.
Sneakily with a gift of sight from Modern Optical Services. Let our professional team examine and prescribe what's best for your eyes. How smiles make fashionable faces. See us for a full line of optical services, including brand name and prescription eyewear. Modern Optical Services, 316 Middle Street, Georgetown. Telephone 226-1082.
Welcome back. A 55-year-old woman, Ingrid Mary Thomas, was sentenced to 30 days in prison for attempting to supply prohibited articles to a prisoner when she appeared in the Georgetown Magistrates Court on Tuesday, July 9th. She attempted to smuggle a SIM card hidden in a tube of toothpaste to her imprisoned son. Thomas appeared before Principal Magistrate Faith Magusti and pleaded guilty to the charge of attempting to supply prohibited articles to a prisoner. The incident occurred on Monday at the prison headquarters in Brickdam, Georgetown. Thomas visited the facility to deliver a box of sanitary items for her son, Bevon Thomas, who is serving a 5-year sentence at Mazaruni Prison for felonious wounding. Prison officials discovered the digital SIM card hidden in the toothpaste tube, leading to her arrest. In other news, Prime Minister Brigadier Retired Mark Phillips led an outreach in Charity and villages along the Pomeroon River Region 2 on Wednesday, where he discussed ongoing agricultural developments with residents. Accompanied by Minister of Agriculture Zulfikar Mustafa and other officials, the Prime Minister emphasized a significant $1 billion investment in Lower Pomeroon area this year. So far, over $422 million has been spent, with an additional $588 million allocated for ongoing projects expected to be completed by the end of this year. These investments aim to enhance agricultural activities, including distributing farming inputs, dredging canals, and importing high-value crops. Prime Minister Phillips encouraged farmers to continue planting and promised government support. He highlighted energy security and climate resilience goals, stressing the importance of using oil and gas revenues for energy and environmental conservation. He assured the residents that Ghana will aim for self-sufficiency and regional support shortly. Minister Mustafa emphasized the revival of the coconut industry in Pomeroon, noting the import of high-yielding green Brazilian dwarf coconut trees. These plants have a 3-year growth cycle and produce significantly more coconut water and nuts than the local variety. He stressed the transition to climate-smart agriculture to address climate change challenges. Farming tools such as cutlasses, forks, and shovels were distributed during the outreach to support local farmers. Don't go away after the break. Rare winter growth blooms in Chile's driest desert. An irreversible path to membership. Secretary General urges more support for Ukraine.
Not a single bar of service.
Not with us. Digicel officially has the best mobile coverage in Guyana. Ookla, the company behind Speedtest, recognizes Digicel as the network with the best mobile coverage in Guyana. Be it in Aishalton or in Etteringban, we got you covered.
Digicel, the award-winning network for everyone, everywhere.
Smart Minds Educational Institute, offering preschool, nursery, and primary levels. Finally, a school that is every parent's dream. Located at 69 Crow Street, offering academic excellence, trained qualified teachers, small class sizes, personalized gear, and one-to-one attention for your little ones. At Smart Minds, register for full-time or evening classes, daily practice pass exam papers for proficiency at the grade 2, 4, and 6 assessment, and CXE exam preparedness. Or join our Becca Phonics reading and writing program. So if your child is for preschool, nursery, or primary level, come to Smart Mind, located at 69 Street, or call 231-4885 or 600-9229 to enroll now.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for do a surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Sneakily with a gift of sight from Modern Optical Services. Let our professional team examine and prescribe what's best for your eyes. Common smalls make fashionable faces. See us for a full line of optical services, including brand name and prescription eyewear. Modern Optical Services, 316 Mill Street, Georgetown. Telephone 226-1082.
Furnishing your home or office has never been easier. Here at Kissoon's, our inventory of locally made and imported furniture, offered at amazing prices, will leave you wanting more. From vinyl, floor rugs and carpets, bedroom, dining and living room sets, mattresses, pillows, office desk, chairs and filing cabinets, outdoor benches and tables. We have a piece of furniture for every room imaginable in your home or office. Check out our flagship store at Industrial Site Rijnveld or one of our branches in New Amsterdam, Port Morant, Riverton, and Camp Street. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 50 years.
Welcome back. Now we take a look at what's happening in the region and around the world. Law enforcement officials in the Bahamas have detained a woman after discovering her 8-year-old son's decomposed body at their home. The Royal Bahamas Police Force responded to an alert around 12:45 p.m. and found the remains on Kelly Lane. The child's mother, present at the scene, is currently assisting with the investigation. Authorities have stated that a post-mortem examination will be conducted to determine the exact cause of death. In northern Chile, the sand dunes of the Atacama Desert are currently in bloom in the winter. The combination of weather patterns has left the driest place on Earth being carpeted with purple and white wildflowers. Biologists says this phenomena has never been recorded during the winter months. Al Jazeera's Imran Olakan reports.
This is the driest place on Earth. So dry it has been compared to the red planet Mars, with a similar climate and terrain. And yet, life here in Chile's Atacama Desert persists. These sand dunes have been painted purple and white with wildflowers, a rare occurrence that's only been recorded 15 times, and always in spring. But a combination of evaporation from heavy rain and the weather phenomenon known as El Niño has this super bloom come out in the dead of winter.
July is just starting and we're expecting rain in the coming weeks. This will activate the germplasm in all of the communes and provinces where the flowering desert occurs. In the meantime, we must wait and monitor this anomaly, this very limited and specific activation.
People are venturing into the desert to take in the rare event.
It's a privilege to see this and to enjoy it in this way, but in a respectful way. It's wonderful to have the opportunity to walk in this place and to enjoy its beauty during the season.
More rain is expected in the forecast. The evaporation could help these resilient wildflowers expand their territory. In a land known for its extremes, life is in bloom. Imran Al-Khan, Al Jazeera.
7 people have died and at least another 7 are missing in South Africa's KwaZulu-Natal after the southeastern province was hit by heavy rain and a tornado, local authorities said on Friday. Al Jazeera's Haru Matassa reports.
Whenever a storm hits South Africa's Western Cape province, it's usually families in poor areas who suffer the most. This is Khayelitsha Township on the outskirts of Cape Town. Thunderstorms, strong winds and heavy rain have destroyed thousands of homes across the city.
I don't have anything in my house. My furniture are broken. I don't have a roof because my roof just blew away and I can't find it. And then now we have to do whatever it is so that we can have a roof over our head. We have nothing.
The bad weather has left a trail of destruction.
It
was raining. At first it wasn't bad. Then at night the wind started blowing. I was sleeping. I woke up, there was water everywhere.
Local government officials say more than 4,000 people in Khayelitsha are homeless.
The primary issue is getting shelter for them. So that is what is going to at least make a situation livable, make a situation better. That's what we need. And the rain is not doing any justice to them.
Other parts of Cape Town experience flooding and power outages. South African weather authorities are warning of multiple cold fronts this week. That means more rain and strong winds in the coming days. Haru Matassa, Al Jazeera.
NATO's leaders have promised to give Kiev at least $43 billion worth of military aid within the next year to help boost its defenses against Russian attacks. NATO also expressed concerns about China's support for Russia. Beijing responded by accusing the organization of provocation, lies, and smears. Al Jazeera's Mike Hanna reports.
NATO leaders are welcomed at the White House for the official dinner marking an end to day one. This preceded by the first in-person meeting between President Biden and the newly elected Prime Minister of Britain, Keir Starmer.
We had a long conversation on the phone. When you won, give me your hand there, pal. And we're the best of allies maybe in the whole world.
The media was intent on asking about the president's health and whether he would step down from the campaign.
Mr. President, is George Clooney wrong? Mr. President, is George Clooney wrong?
Actor George Clooney added his voice to those calling on President Biden to step down. This is significant because Clooney is one of the Biden campaign's most prominent fundraisers. And there was a lot of private discussion among NATO members as to who will run the US government after the November election.
If there's one thing that I'm concerned about with the United States is the polarization of the political climate. It is, I have to admit, very toxic.
Aside from the health of the US president, Ukraine was the main topic of discussion, members pledging to supply an array of air defense systems and F-16 jets.
The F-16s are on their way. The transfer is happening as we speak. They'll be flying in the skies of Ukraine this summer.
In his opening address, President Biden said that the entire alliance faced a threat from Russia and its allies.
Right now, Russia is on a wartime footing with regard to defense production. They're significantly ramping up their production of weapons, munitions, and vehicles. And they're doing it with the help of China, North Korea, and Iran. We cannot in my view. We cannot allow the alliance to fall behind.
The unity on display in the day continued into the night.
To NATO.
As members celebrated the 75th anniversary of the alliance in the very city where its first meeting took place. Mike Hanna, Al Jazeera, Washington.
This brings us to the end of our regional and global news coverage. Up next is the 3-day weather forecast. And that's it to be 2 headline news for this Thursday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. You can tune in tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. for a rebroadcast and at 5:30 p.m. for more news. Until then, please take care of yourself and each other.